And welcome to our ranch A.G.F.C Live, our ranch Air Gun Fun Channel Live. This is your boy Brian. I'm your electronic pub bartender, serving you the best air gun fun that we can possibly have here in this community. So come on in, grab yourself your favorite seat, favorite snack, your favorite drink. Sit back, relax, kick back with us for a while as we delve into our world of air guns. The news of the day in our community, and some other stuff that been going on here at the ranch. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing all right. We're doing just fine, Christy and I. It's a blistering 108 degrees outside. And we're lucky to have AC inside. So we got nobody in the chat, nobody in the back, nobody in the chat, and nobody viewing. No viewers yet. We got one view. They jumped out. They got scared, I guess, uninterested or whatnot. I don't know. But yeah, I was having some technical difficulties on my last live stream. Became a wreck. It's not uncommon for this live stream to be plagued with technical difficulties of all sorts. And see, I worked all day today. Well, not all day. Kind of got a late start, 9:30 start. But no, it was a good day. Good day at work. We are going to talk today about a few things. Just gonna wait a few minutes more, and hopefully somebody might pop in and join us. These electronic pub doors are open. Come on in. Okay, so first 3 minutes of silence from the background. Well, in today's world of air guns and the news of the day, I think anyway, are extendos. That's right, Maccabee Speed's extendos for the AEA line of air guns is out. And we're gonna watch a bit of what we're talking about, and we get right into that. Just in a minute here, let me pull this up, and we'll get a better idea of what we're talking about. Let me get it shared here. Okay, Feeling Electric. Let's share that and see what Maccabee Speed is electric about.
Absolutely feeling electric right now, boys. I am half an hour away from the upload that makes history. Don't miss the premiere. Absolutely feeling electric right now, boys. I am half an hour away from the upload that makes history. Don't miss the premiere. Absolutely feeling electric right now, boys. I am half an hour away from the upload that makes history. Don't miss the premiere.
And hopefully
absolutely feeling electric.
What we're going to watch next. This is Maccabee Speed's premiere. They said it was impossible, so I made my own. Let's get into this.
Go. This runs equally as good, if not better, than the AEA magazine. Bolt back, magazine in battery. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright guys, I had to do it for you. Saw that red sky starting to come across the morning. I saw the lights of Flag City hit on the horizon. And the last time I cut a segment for you guys in Flag City like this, it was a historic video with the 25 cal versus 30 caliber blitz so many moons ago. We've come a great distance since that point, and I think it's absolutely still the same level of a historic day as it was back then. Let's get it. What is up guys, Maccabee Speed coming at ya. I'm all by myself out here. But I feel like in this episode, I'm absolutely surrounded by friends in the community. This culmination of bringing these high capacity magazines to the market for you fine gentlemen out there in YouTube land has been an absolute battle. I brought this idea to you guys out there in YouTube land about 8 solid weeks ago now. And in 8 short weeks, we have gone from a conceptual idea that people told me would never ever work under any circumstance reliably to at the point where we are now, where I almost have to make a video because asses out there are calling me a liar. So I felt like it was at that point in time where, you know what, let's go ahead and show them at least what we got, even though I owe no one anything at this point, just so that we can go ahead and validate where we're at. The 30 caliber Terminator is where we've gone ahead and started not only this final draft, final product testing, but also where we're going to start the pre-orders. If this video that you're about to watch goes well, then the pre-order is going to start on Independence Day, July 4th, 2023, which is only a few short days away. I feel like this is a good place to get our feet wet and really get some good feedback from the community on this design of magazine before we go for the most violent one out there, king of all semi-automatics, S45. The S45 was where we actually started working on the extended magazine idea, but all of the AEA and bin tack guns are so close in form and function that it just made sense to go ahead and simultaneously develop magazines for every single semi-automatic on the market currently. This is where we're at. I do have a bunch of them here today. I do want to go ahead and start small and go through a rigorous gamut of tests for you gentlemen so that no stone has been left unturned and the media family that we've built here on this channel can see for themselves exactly what we're working with. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. There's only one brand of slug that is currently allowed to go in this magazine. If you put another round in this magazine, it's going to jam it every single time. NSA. Mick Nielsen at NSA Slugs makes some of the highest quality airgun ammunition in the world, and his precision and homogenization as far as getting every single round he spits out standardized to the same size, that's really an asset to someone trying to do something at the ragged edges of development like I am. These are the only 2 boxes of ammunition that you should be feeding into this magazine if you get them. These are comped boxes of ammunition, and all of the ammunition that we have done.
Hey, welcome to Orange A.G.F.C Live. If you're just tuning in, we're going over some airgun videos, airgun news of the day. Then the big one is Maccabee Speed's AEA airgun extendo magazines. But we're watching right now. So come on into the chat. Let me know who you are. Join us for the rest of Maccabee Speed's video here.
All of the testing with on the 30 caliber Terminator has been donated by Nick Nielsen at NSA. I can't afford to buy enough physical lead to get these things tested for you, but others in the community saw the validity and value of this idea, stepped in to fill that void, and Nick, I cannot thank you enough for making this happen for us, brother. Let's get right into it. Once again, it's the 49.5 dish base hollow point, as well as the 54.5 dish base hollow point as well. These are the only slugs that work. Go make them sold out right now. Now, there was some complaints as far as not having a bunch of bugs out here today, man. Complaints as far as not having multiple cameras set up last time. This isn't really a review video, it's more of a test for fire video as far as accuracy is concerned. This isn't even sighted in. However, I do have multiple cameras, and I'm going to put a rear-facing microphone. So if there is any question as to whether or not you're seeing actual footage from this test, you'll be able to hear all the audio. Got like 10 yards. And then slightly further out there, right? Let's go ahead and do this the only way that I know how, which is to explain every single thing to you. This is going to be a longer video, so if you don't like longer videos, maybe put it on 2x speed or just hit the big X top right. Might help you out. This here, this is what's known as a finish side. This is going to be your top side of your print. This is what's known as your flush side. Your flush side is where the print sat on the build plate. This is important to note because you might have a good success over on one side and a poor success or a failure even on the other side when it comes to testing these things. I've only thrown away about 40,000 of these, so I do know what I'm talking about here. Let's go. We're just going to go ahead and put 2 rounds into each one of these guys, right? And what I want to go ahead and caution you guys on is something called rim lock that I've seen happen in firearms before, but it also happens with these sticks. See how this is kind of a little bit further back than the one below it there? I hope you guys can see that on the camera. But basically what you're going to want to go ahead and do is just push this slug forward until you can just see it seated just slightly in front of the slug behind it. This is really critical. This could save you a lot of heartache because if it's too far behind it, it's going to get jammed when this is full of ammunition. It's going to look like this when you're ready to go. 2. So now I've got 2 rounds in each side here. Let's go ahead and see if we can hit these gongs. There is a lot of choppers, dang. Wow, I bet you they're PG&E choppers doing lifts. How cool is that? Or they're police choppers and I'm not supposed to be out here because it's fire season. I don't know, it's not a firearm, it's an air gun, so I should be legit, right? And there's no ban currently. Commence testing. We're getting distracted. Flush side first, 2 rounds, going in the breech. In the breech, chambers, 0 problems. Let's just go ahead and pull it out so you guys can see the function up close. Gold dot has not been zeroed for this, but fire. Hit! Second shot chambered with 0 touching whatsoever of the action. I am currently locked out at this point. I am going to flip the magazine. Straight MASH style war choppers in the background. That's sick. Chambers. Gold dot. Fire. Fucking works. Other one. Also works. Also locked out. That to me is instant gratification style success on this specific platform. Like I said, there is no violence whatsoever on the internal mechanism of this compared to the S45. That's why this one's first. It's also why it's working so well out of the box. Now, at this point, let's inspect our magazine. back end caps, you're also going to go ahead and find another special feature here. These are going to be your magnets that go ahead and magnet this thing into the breech the same way the factory intended. Behind that small hole right there, there's also a tension adjustment. It's going to go ahead and allow you to adjust for tension as these things wear in and fatigue the springs. Factory does not give you this. I don't know of a magazine that gives you this. I think that's PG&E putting power poles in place there in the distance. That's the only thing they would have choppers like that out for, and so many trucks on the road this morning, is if they were doing big helicopter style crane picks. That's fire. I like that kind of big work. Let's go ahead and move this right on up the line. Let's go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Just for the rim lock. Good to go. Five more. Now the one thing you really got to be careful with this is to not load rounds vertically. That's really where you're going to have hangups if you do things too quickly, and also why the sizing of the ammunition is just so critical. Oh dude, it's gone forever in the dirt, damn. Why the sizing is so critical on the ammunition. Put the right ammo in it, it's going to run. It's going to run good. I have great faith that both sides of this magazine are going to spit out 5, lock me out, and then we are going to go ahead and go to the other side's ammunition. I have faith in this. Adjusting. All right. For all the f***ing haters. I don't think we need the bog pod to shoot 10 yards though. Somehow it just feels weird. This is our finish side going into the breech. That's that top side that's not on the build plate. Whoop. Easy, man. Chambers. Charm. 1. So it did lock me out, but I have been teaching my daughter to count, so I'm counting everything, right? Everything is counting shows right now. We were able to successfully get through 5 shots. You guys saw that on video. There's no edits there. There's multiple cameras. We're getting it right now. Let's flip the mag, quit the jaw jacking, and dump some lead. See you out there, PCP guy. Hope you're just burning right now, yelling at that TV, dog. I need more ammo. That was only 5. That was only 5. We need to fill these rounds. We need to fill this thing up and see exactly what kind of capacity we truly have. Because honestly, this ain't even the big one. This is the little one, the standard magazine for the 30 caliber Terminator. So you haven't even really scratched the surface of what I am going to bring you this year. I'm telling you, if you're not subscribed, you are absolutely slacking on your Mac, and do not be a sucker. Just subscribe, hit my email, hit me up, see if there's still room on the list to get these magazines. What do you want? I don't want to give you any low pressure testing. I know a lot of you would definitely go to the straight maximum as far as pressures are concerned, between 3 and 3,500 PSI on a platform like this. So that is where I would like to keep it for you gentlemen. I don't have one piece of the puzzle that all of you out there will be getting. Over the sides of these magazines, you're gonna need a C-clip that goes over it with a spring tension. What's that gonna be for? That's gonna be so that when you're shooting this thing, boop, 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 all these rounds on this side don't end up falling out of an open hole with spring tension behind it that's tapered to feed. Like, all the elements are lined up there for you to go ahead and have stuff fall out of the hole. So you guys are going to get very, very, very inexpensive C-clips that you will be able to slap over this thing. They will stay in place retained, and you can rip it and grip it when it's time to go ahead and slap it in the breech. That's going to keep all the ammo where it's supposed to be. For today's test, I'm going to put 10 in this side, shoot them, and then put 10 in this side. Otherwise, whatever side I'm not shooting, pretty likely there's going to be ammo on the ground. can see when I load this guy, I just have it at approximately a 45-degree angle, and the round hits the back side of the mag and just slides down that channel like a chute. Loading it all the way to the capacity of 10, which is what it's rated for. You might be able to get 13 in a side. Who knows? You might be able to get 12 in a side. More than 10, whatever the case may be. You know what that's called? It's called real estate left over for spring tension being adjusted after it fatigues because of ownership and usage. So, even though you may be able to get more than 10 into this magazine, bugs are terrible today. More than 10 into this magazine, it's only rated for that 10 per side on the standard mag. 10, ooh, that one went vertical. That one went vertical. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Gotta be really careful when you load these. That is one of the main drawbacks of this specific magazine design, is that if you don't load it perfectly, it's gonna fail every single time. Like every single time. You will never get success out of this if you don't load it right. All right. Go ahead and show you the pressure. Might as well do that as well, right? Here we go. One finger to push it in. No help into battery. Fire. Miss. Checking to see whether or not I had ammunition, still had one round, did successfully lock out. And we can tell, because we had the finish side here that was not on the build plate, that that was our flush side. We have 2900 PSI. Load the other side, do it again. No edits. Okay, there's a lot of ammo in this thing now. Pretty much maxed it out for you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what that means. Alright guys, hopefully you can see this. At this point, we have all of our rounds. We have our spring coiled up nicely. We have our tensioner. We have everything in line, very linear. All our rounds are looking the way they oughta. But it's like, does it shoot?
It will.
They look good in the magazine, but does it shoot? Is all that tension in there? All those perfectly formed NSA slugs? One finger? Is it gonna go into battery? Sure does. Damn! Leave a like for that cool ricochet sound if you heard that. Definitely leave the like. But we did pop 12 rounds easily, effortlessly, with zero failures what the F so ever out of a magazine rated for 10 per side. If this is
Matt Friedman, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? What is up? What is going on? What's going on, Brian? Hey, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Just threw out a little last minute live stream, and thought I'd just share a little bit of the community news with the world, and whoever watches my channel anyway. If you haven't seen Maccabee Speed's premiere of his Extendo magazine for the AEA line of air guns. But that's what we're into right now. We're going to finish up. If you don't mind that, help me explore into this, and we'll finish up Maccabee Speed's video.
isn't successful to you, you might need to go ahead and check your definition of success, because I feel like we're laying it down in spades right now. This is bomb to me. I really, really, really like the way that this is working. I like the ability to be able to get good reliability out of both sides. I like the fact that we can overdrive the mag 20%, 12 rounds, as opposed to the 10 we did the first time, and still get flawless functional success out of it. And I can't say it enough. It comes down to multiple factors: precision manufacturing as far as the printing is concerned, precision as far as the CAD drawing itself is concerned, that was generated from no downloaded files whatsoever, strictly shapes and voids of my own design. I really like what I'm seeing right now. And you know, the third part of the puzzle is we can't say enough good stuff about this ammunition.
And it stays great.
If that ammo wasn't as consistent as it was, it would never be as reliably functioning as we see it at this point. All right, guys, so here's where we're at. Every single one of these magazines has come off my printer in the last 24 hours. This is the only one that I know for sure works, except for this one that we just went through at the range today. Both of these are identical, except for the fact that this one's a sick glow-in-the-dark material that no one but me gets, right? Like, no one but me gets it. I like glow stuff. Everybody else, you can have whatever color is your favorite color, as long as your favorite color is black. What's the point? What am I showing you here? I feel like what we need to do is, since we know this tested magazine that we just used works, I know personally that this one I've done testing on and serialized already works, and this one here is a different material I've never tested in my life and I'm not willing to fail on camera with. I've got this one right here that's never seen ammo. I'm gonna go ahead and push this into the red as far as testing is concerned and use the same recipe of tension and parts on a brand new magazine, and if I get repeatable results, we're truly seeing the litmus test play out at the range today. And anybody who thinks I'm a liar, please walk directly into the ocean.
The nice bed setup you got.
I think the best way to go ahead and test a brand new mag like this, it's never ever seen fire in its whole life, is just to go ahead and put 10 in both sides and then dump it as quickly as humanly possible, right? We know that it'll dump ammunition, but will it dump ammunition fast? That's a key critical piece of this puzzle that I think people are definitely interested in seeing before they purchase, and I'm happy to show you that. Let's go ahead and get this tension adjusted to what I like to call base tension, which is the tension you will receive it in as the customer before any adjustments are made to it. And it gives you a pretty good amount of meat on the bone left to be able to tighten this thing up as the corrosion of time happens to your springs, and what happens to all springs happens as far as deformation and fatigue. All right. I'm gonna burn this whole box. I'm gonna burn this whole box of slugs up just testing, I bet. That's why it's expensive. And that's why no one really should say anything to me as far as like what they think about my pace on production, because of the fact that, like, right, I'm doing this on my own dime with my own money with help from some great people like Nick Nielsen. Jim at Texoma Precision Pellets is also helping me develop the big bore stuff, as well as some rounds even coming from Lucky 7. So people are definitely filling the voids as far as where my own checkbook fell short for testing ammunition, and helping to get this thing truly in the end zone for you guys, the subscribers, the consumer base of the AEA and BinTAC products.
Yeah, for those that have just come in, welcome to our ranch, A.G.F.C, our ranch Airgun Fun Channel Live. Welcome. Come on in, grab yourself a favorite seat. Sit back and relax, get your favorite snack, favorite drink. We're watching Maccabee Speed's premiere of his AEA Extendo magazine. So join in, watch fun with us, and we'll continue on.
Don't have to touch it. Go. As you saw by the footage there, we had ammunition for each and every shot, and we 100% ran through to a follower. That is locking us out. That is successful, guys. I absolutely cannot say enough good things about that which I am seeing, except do it again, bro. Load up the other side and see if the other side works too. Hell yeah, dog. So many people thought this idea was gonna fall on its face, and they are just eating crow right now. That's right. Make my small adjustments so I don't achieve the dreaded rim lock like a Lee Enfield rifle might. Let's do this. How much pressure we got? Sitting at around 2,300 PSI. Ought to be able to expend another mag.
Oh, yeah.
Bolt back. Magazine in battery. Love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. 100%. That's success in space. We haven't had one jam all day, which is uncanny for AEA products in general, right? Like in general, you've pretty much seen me take something apart, break out an unjamming rod, do something of that nature at this point in the game. And today we've had absolutely none of that. Absolutely none of that. Success in spades, no failures whatsoever to speak about. And this is a final product testing, which is why the pre-order is gonna open up absolutely July 4th. In the pinned comment of this video, you're gonna go ahead and find some information to go ahead and get yourself in the channels to procure yourself a magazine like this. And I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a very limited quantity that are gonna be available. People who are already on the pre-order list are going to get preferential treatment as far as when they get theirs, and they're gonna get first shot at being in the amount that we're going to produce. I'm only making 1,000 of these. I'm only making 1,000. They're all gonna be serialized. Once it hits that cap, you're shit out of luck until I make another run. I already know, just from today's testing, these are working good enough to where they're probably gonna try and ban them at some point. So if you did wanna get in on this, now is your golden opportunity, wild west of history, to do so. I can't say it enough, guys. When stuff starts to really work right, that's when they're gonna go ahead and start to regulate it. Up to this point, all we've had is the actual energy, the foot-pounds of energy that the rifles were making. But the magazine count was kind of lacking, and the design of them were prone to failure with those cracking polycarbonate clear faces that they come with from the factory. These fit M4 plate carrier mag pouches, which means you could have 10 of them, you could have 6 of them, you could have whatever of them. This is actually giving capability to a platform that had huge capability potential from the factory and was ammunition limited. I also think it's great to eliminate the valve pin wear that we see from a dry fire on these big horsepower platforms by having a follower that locks you out. If you guys think I'm just blowing my own horn and you think that this is not innovating at the highest level of the current airgun community, unsubscribe, you know, because this is some cool shit to me, and I feel like it's absolutely culminated in a perfect day.
American, welcome.
With some holes on some targets and the sun on my face. So I know at this point then that all 3 of these magazines work. This one might completely jam the guns just based on the fact that when you 3D print stuff, this might have a different shrinkage and warpage rate than this might have. So it might come out dimensionally just a little bit different from print to print, material to material. What's the point? Even at risk of jamming the gun up solidly to where I'd have to go ahead and show you how easy it is to unjam it when that happens, I'm gonna go ahead and fill each one of these with 10 rounds. 40 rounds probably sounds like a lot of ammunition to try and get through on the stock front tank and the dinky 350cc rear tank. However, it shouldn't be a problem when you have a tiny pony tank and you're going to tether that in your backpack. Let's go. Please pay no mind to this fully automatic SBR in the background. Right. Tank is ready. Zip this beast up. Go ahead and put some clip. Go ahead and add the carabiner so that it does not unzip on me here. Boom, done, ready. Dude, I'm like the flamethrower army guy, right? Back in the day when you had army men, there's like the guy with the backpack. That's me, literally me right now. Dude, I'm so ready for this. Haters, I hope you're on the edge of your fucking seat right now, man, because I've been waiting my whole life for this one moment.
What's
going on here?
Enthusiasm.
First jam of the day, right on the last session, and it looks like I have a slug in vertically. Throw the magazine on the ground. Continue, please. Clear the breech, make sure you're clear. Safety. Clear. Second magazine. How's it look? Looks clean. Put it in the gun. Shoot it. Locked out. Haven't had to recock it. Haven't had to do anything weird with it. Gonna inspect my ammunition. Ammunition looks kosher. Into the breech, into the gun, into battery, shoot it. This runs equally as good, if not better, than the 80A magazine, with one probably my fault vertical load, with that slug getting stuck straight up and down instead of horizontally. Totally liking this test so far. She chambered, glow in the dark, let's go. Locked out. That's 4 magazines, but there's still more bad guys. It's a maraca now. This is now broken. There's still more bad guys. Let's go. There's a hell of a lot of bad guys out there. Better fake out the extendo. Is that gonna chamber for me? Is that going in there? Oh no! I forgot. Wow. I guarantee you this is about to spit 2 pellets out of this thing. If it'll spit them. Yeah, buddy, okay. Way to go there, YouTuber. Send it to fully automatic, please. Do your job. The Blitz Mini doesn't want to do its job. Why, Blitz Mini? Just run. It's been a good episode. Why won't you run? Are you too good to run? I am being sprayed with shards of lead from these dirty Vortex pellets. Not liking this. Honestly, I thought this was going to be an epic moment where I finished the episode with the Hats on Blitz Mini fully automatic, but it's been sitting for so long that it just has issues. There's an upside and a downside to what we just saw. First off, it looks like my extended magazines are more reliable than my homemade Hats on Blitz Mini, and I feel like we went through enough ammunition to prove that these magazines are equally as reliable, if not more, than the factory magazine. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. All right, gentlemen, having seen what we've all seen up to this point in this episode, I think that we can pretty much safely say that these magazines for the 30 caliber Terminator are equally, if not more reliable than the factory magazines, while providing double the capacity in a standard sized magazine. There's a larger one than this. There is a larger one than this coming out, but this is where we're gonna start. Pre-order starts July 4th. In the pinned comment is going to be all the information. I can't tell you how happy I am that we stayed the course and used all of the trolling and hate that we've received as motivation to continue pushing forward instead of something that forced us to quit. This has been one of the most successful projects I've ever put my hands to in my life, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more. With that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel, as well as when more
all right. Hey, that was very cool. Maccabee Speed, my friend. He's a good guy. He is a good guy. Yes, he is. I hear you, anonymous American. I only care about what what people say if they earn my respect too. Internet trolls, trolls will always be. As do I, anonymous. And just his kind heart. He's got a big, kind heart. But no, and also we were going to go. It was a little short from our OG in the community, Mr. Jim Chapman, American Airgun Hunter, throwing it out with the Umrex Javelin Hunt, Javelin Pro, or Javelin Pro, yeah. Let's see what this is all about. Um, get it shared. Get it shared, Brian. Everybody knows who Jim Chapman is, right? They should. You should if you're in this community. Nice. Right in the heart. Nice one. Good one, Jim. Yeah. All right, all right. That was Jim Chapman, American Airgun Hunter. He's an idol of mine too, you know. I look up to that guy. And and also we got some new things coming up in at our ranch, A.G.F.C. New surprise coming our way. Should be here tonight, hopefully. And it has a lot to do with these. What are these? These are 68 caliber less than lethal freedom seeds by BK and DK Spencer. DK, BK, again, thank you so much for your generosity, your entrepreneurship. Look at these things, guys. Can you make them out? I don't know if you can make these things out okay. It's not going to stay on my finger. Hold on. Let me get it closer to the camera. Hard to make these things out. Won't focus in on them. But these are the 68 caliber less than lethal rounds that BK and DK Spencer create. These are the new 8.5 gram pointed with the steel ball bearing in the middle. Sent me these to shoot out of the HDR 68. We're going to do some testing with these here probably this next week. They also sent me some of these heavier ones, 10.5 gram. They're a molded resin of some sort. I love how she puts the tip on them. Look up DK Spencer Custom Kinetics. DK Spencer Custom Kinetics.com. He's got his own web store where you can pick up this ammunition yourself. Steel ball is less than lethal. Yeah. Yeah. It's not necessarily lethal. Is a steel ball less than lethal? Less than lethal is less than lethal. Less than lethal is CO2 powered 400 to 600 feet per second. Um, you know, uh, 30 to 60 joules. Any ammo will be, as long people can shoot the hard round nylon. I got the jawbreakers, the hard nylon rounds. And I got these others that are rubber steel. Then I got PVC with the nylon core. And I got these beauties from DK Spencer. DK and BK Spencer. Again, DK, BK, you guys ever see this? Thank you again. We're going to get these tested. Like I said, I got something coming in the mail tonight, hopefully tonight. And that'll be in the next video. A little bit of a surprise. Something new hitting our Ranch A.G.F.C channel. Well, you guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with me. Matt Freeman, Anonymous American, everybody else who's been kind enough to stop by and say hi and just kick back and relax with us. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the show. So do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, hit that like button. Uh, become a subscriber to the channel if you haven't already. Matt Freeman, you take care of yourself, my friend. I will. I'll take care. I try to take care of myself. I do my best. Christy don't agree with me, but but I will. Thank you, Matt. You take care also, my friend. So, my friends, until next time, this is your boy Brian. These electronic pub doors are closing. This is the last call for air gun fun, air gun news and reviews, but there always will be a next time. So come on back. This is your boy Brian. Christy and I here at our Ranch A.G.F.C. Bidding everybody a good night. God bless you. Y'all know the rest. Have a great day.